Hi Stampers! Today I'm going to show you how I made this card. This is so cute. This is the draft from the Animal Crackers stamp set. This is the stamp set. And I went ahead and made all of the animals. I got the giraffe. And I got the little duck. And the penguin. And the squirrel. And then the little bunny rabbit. But we're going to do the draft today. Now, a few of you have noticed that I've been keeping the die cut from my stamp sets. When you see my stamp sets, this is usually underneath the stamp set. But this is the leftover rubber that your stamps are, die cut from. And I've been saving it. And now I've found something that I can use it for. I've been waiting. I knew there would be something. So, anyway, so I kept this extra rubber here, and this is what it looks like. This isn't the stamp set, but I'm just going to show you what you're going to do. This is the extra rubber from another stamp set, and you're just going to peel the foam away from the rubber part of your extras, and you're just going to peel that off. So sometimes the adhesive stays on, sometimes it comes off, but I just want the rubber part. So that's what it looks like, and that's how you do it. Okay, so then I made templates of this piece of rubber here. Now I would have used the rubber for my card, but this technique that I'm doing with the stipple brush, it was going over the image and it was going onto my card underneath. So I just went ahead and made some templates. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your template and you're going to put it the side that you peeled off the backing from. I'm going to lay this like on a piece of cardstock, like I did this one. And then you're going to have to, find out what stamp it goes with the space here. So let's say this is the draft, and then I'm just going to take a pen and I'm just going to outline it lightly, just to get an idea of where that outline is. Something like that. And then I would take my hobby blade knife and my mat, and then I would just cut that out. Okay? Alright, so then once you get all your templates done, then you're all set. That's the most time consuming. So now for my card, I went ahead and stamped the giraffe, and I stamped it on the Whisper White, and that's cut at 6 by 3, scored at 3, so it makes a little note card. I'm thinking these are going to be my thank you notes for February, so. Anyway, so then I went ahead and stamped the giraffe in black ink, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my template that I already made previously, and I'm going to position this over top of my giraffe. And you're going to have overhang, which is what I wanted for my image on my card. So then I'm just going to position this over my giraffe however I want it, like that. And then I'm going to use Creamy Caramel for him. And then I'm going to take my stipple brush and I'm just going to pounce that ink on top of that template. And see, now this is where the extra rubber wouldn't have been very good because it was going over into the other image, and I didn't want that. So this kind of gives it extra protection around that image, so because the brush is pretty big. And then you just apply your ink however much you want, however dark, and that's it. And then I'm going to go ahead and color it in with Really Rust. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Oh, I forgot his little things on top. And then I'm going to take the Summer Sun, and I'm just going to color in the star. And then I'm going to take my two-way glue pen, and I'm going to dot his circles on his body, and that's where my glitter is going to go. Oh, and then the star too. Some glitter. There's my card. Okay. Alright, let me show you the other ones again. Here's my duck. So cute. It says, "You quack me up." Oh, and this one says, "Reach for the stars." This one says, "Ears wishing you a happy day." And it's a bunny rabbit. And that's with Going Gray. This is with Yo-Yo Yellow. And then this one says, "Have an ice day," with the penguin sitting on an ice cube. And that's with Bashful Blue. And then the squirrel says, "I'm nuts about you." And it's got a little acorn. And that's done with creamy caramel. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.